Just down the road from the Nittany Lions Shrine at the Bryce Jordan Center, the Michigan Wolverines, one of the most impressive teams in the country to this point in the year. It's, by Ram, nothing stops Ram. Elliot Cadeau at point guard, somebody that you've been very impressed by.
Yeah, I think he's done a really nice job of being a table in championships. You can never rest, we know that. And sometimes you're nitpicking, and I'm sure they're going to use this game as often as they can to clean up some of those things
better. And Morez Johnson with a good cut to the rim. Yaxel Lendeborg is in there tonight with that sore calf, and he looks good as ever.
Yeah, and the calf muscles are tough.
Leave on that left calf. They limited him to 4 second-half minutes on Friday. Mara had the denial, and Juric cleans it up.
I love that. That's the way you attack him.
Beneath him, Mirtic with good energy. Going to see Penn State double all night, sending a lot of bodies at Mara. Freddie Dillion weaves past Mara.
I think it needs to be, especially when you're on the road in the Big Ten. Got to bring it, start to finish.
Well, after all that action in the paint, Juric steps out and drains one from three.
That does when you score, obviously, it gives you some confidence, but it also helps you control the pace a little bit.
Well, Lendeborg with a filling Namari Burnett for two. Penn State missing, really, their do-it-everything type guy in Mingo. He's their best scorer, their best passer, their best rebounder, and no problems.
Defensive rebound, they've done that so far.
Well, Michigan doesn't give up a lot of second chances. They have twice tonight, and in tight again for Johnson.
I mean, he's a beast.
The last two games, back-to-back 20-point games for the first time in his career. He's got the defense here, and he puts a foul on you. A guy that you would not have described him as a load this summer.
I mean, I understand we're
close by. That's
probably affected that weight gain a little bit.
I think I got about 10 extra pounds on me after yesterday. Dominic Stewart getting the start tonight. He pushes pace for Penn State, and that is illegal. Mirtic took steps.
The pressure's on Michigan.
Three fell earlier for Juric. He takes it back inside past Mara.
In close quarters, if you can make him stretch out, make him move laterally, you're in a good shape.
Well, he lobs it for Lendeborg. They've connected quite a bit.
That's where he's good. He
had pass for Kaysen. And thrown away. Michigan a little bit careless early. And another turnover.
And it's onto the bench. The balance has not been great.
Well, there's a fifth Michigan turnover. Dillion in transition is fouled.
Yeah, it's interesting.
And Kaysen the glass.
Maybe a little early in the clock for Ciani to shoot that one.
Oh, Mara going upstairs.
5-point swing there, just a little.
Out for Blackwood, who gets him set. And it rims out. There's Mara. And there's one of those home run passes from Mara. Kaysen is fouled.
Make a couple like Tuncha there, a little off balance. One or two of those will go in, but you got to make half your open ones against them.
Well, Kaysen has been shooting it beautifully in his second year at Michigan. They have gone ice cold on this 9-0 Michigan run. Mara has several inches of height. And here's Kaysen in a hurry back the other way, drawing a crowd, and count that.
Kaysen's been the guy that continues to play the way they aren't running the cuts that they need to be running.
Well, on a night where Penn State is undersized, they cannot afford. Burnett throws it into the bench again.
They're a little smaller right now with this lineup for Michigan, so we'll see how Penn State attacks it.
Well, they attack it with a Stewart three, and he finds the mark.
Got to make those, Connor.
Burnett pays it off with a miss and saved Lendeborg with good hustle. Same spot. Burnett rings it up.
He was working on
giving him any problems. He's got a bandaged up tonight. For Roddy Gale got him with a knee. Well, Dillion throws it up, falling out of bounds.
I thought he got fouled by Burnett.
His own. Well, Michigan by 5. Little stop and start. Burnett escapes down the baseline. And a timeout. Terrific care of the ball this year. Working a late shot clock. Down to 5 for Rice. He's short. And a fight for the rebound by Reed. Michigan has stayed smaller. Morez Johnson and Yaxel Lendeborg with no Mara. Cadeau, 3, air ball.
Wow.
Dillion leaves for Blackwood. Blackwood pivots with 3 on the shot clock. He puts it home, and a foul against Michigan. Fresh off the bench, has it dance off the rim.
We talked about it. They're down a guy, you know.
Dillion skirts to the rim.
Dillion, to me, is one in any type of system, any pace.
Played at that fast pace with Ace Baldwin last year. There's Cadeau, and he finally found the mark.
Yeah, good feet set.
Late shot clock here. Lendeborg out in the passing lane. And Blackwood, 3 on the shot clock. Still got to get one up. It's Gianni. And 30 seconds of defense.
It's not just the starting guard, the starting two guard. It's every rotational player that comes in understands what Dusty May needs.
Oh, beautiful use. No, I know.
It's the one word that I paid attention to in college. I just stuck with me.
I love when I love when you throw that one out there. Reed rattles in a 3. It was a 12-6 lead for Penn State early, and then Michigan woke up a little bit. McKinney creates space, and it rolls home.
They just shoot the lights out. They move the ball. That's a scary, scary team as well.
Well, L.J. Kaysen has been excellent in this first half. Dillion. Usually you see Mara in that drop, sinking into the lane and showing his sweet feet. Kaysen 3. A cheddar and a foul. Offensive rebound, Reed. And Mara has him kick it out for a 3 for Rice.
Rice gets one to go. That's important for him to just a little bit make Michigan respect the perimeter just a little bit more.
Oh, no look feed from Mara for an open 3 for McKinney.
And the problem is for Penn State.
He recovers.
That overload again on this side of the floor.
Gianni running to the rim and draws a foul.
It's a hard thing to do against Michigan. It just depends on where you've been. You've been coached differently. You've been told you weren't that good. You got to earn everything, and you get to a spot and they say, no, you are good. That's why you're here.
Case got Morez Johnson out there guarding him. Switch. Dillion blows past Kaysen. Gets to the rim. Mara denied it. And there's the end of the shot clock. Oh, no, a foul call.
Face is like, is he serious? Oh, so good.
Yeah, you came out of halftime. You're like, hey, L.J. Kaysen has a career high. Like, yeah, I said that on TV. That is a goal. Michigan did stretch it out by double digits a couple of times. And they do get Urich back in there. He had 2 fouls, and he puts one on Mara.
The pace, it gives Penn State a chance to maybe get closer into shooting to those free throws. All positive right now for the Nittany Lions.
Well, Reed goes to the hook. No, launches a 3. And the long rebound, if it wasn't him, it was Burnett.
Freddie Dillion, you got to finish plays.
Oh, wow.
Wow, I mean, that's the difference.
Burnett keeps himself out for a Lendeborg triple. Oh, Johnson. Kick out. Burnett knocks it down.
Can't give them extra chances.
Second chance. Well, Burnett stumbling up the court, and now Cadeau goes down, and Urich.
See, but there are other guys on this team who fill the gaps.
Oh, Roddy Gale, terrific pursuit, and he gets to the line.
He's one of those guys. He's a glue guy, Roddy Gale Jr.
Pressure from Johnson on Gianni, who just checked in after Urich. The leading scorer for Penn State tonight picked up his 3rd, and Gianni with an and 1. Well, lob is off target into the hands of Dillion. This is a 3-on-2, and Dillion kept it himself, and it dances off.
Defensively, again, it's why I keep pushing the idea that this, to me, is the defensive team.
Well, and they pay it back.
Possessions, it's what it's about.
Well, Johnson gets out of there. Reed should have had a steal for Penn State. Instead, Lendeborg goes weaving to the rim.
The only thing I learned from you tonight.
Only thing I learned from you is alacrity. There's a 3, actually a deep 2 that goes for.
It's an easy call for the official.
16 foul against Michigan. None left to give before Penn State's in the bonus. Tough 2 goes. Been the line of demarcation for them. Well, they're at 15 tonight. Here's McKinney, 2 feet in the paint. Couple of fakes, leans in, and a tough bucket.
Gale Jr., he's got the kind of a Swiss Army knife-ish game to him. He can score in different ways.
There's Rice with his head down.
Humble young man. Great worker.
Or just jump shot from his dad. I wonder if that was horse game with dad. 3 for Gale, yes sir.
Stay spaced, it's harder to catch up.
McKinney left alone, and he drains it.
Seen him knock down a couple of threes.
He's coming back from Christmas, but McKinney rings one up. DeLeon, an off-balance runner, air ball, shot clock expires, and DJ Knights just 3 points for Johnson.
Stewart is fighting for his life, Connor, sorry.
And over the top of Juric it goes. McKinney has
smarter about how you go at him. If it's from the perimeter and you're driving by him, okay, but when you run right into his chest, that's not good.
Rice miss, Reed's right.
This late. You know, you're down a couple guys. You're tired mentally, you're tired physically.
Juric from outside. There's an outside hit. 14. Nothing since halftime, and that remains, and a foul on Gale. And 9 in a row for Penn State to claw back. Juric thought about it again. Takes Mara into the paint, and he lost it.
A little fast there, Mara. Again,
win yet. 0-3 start. They were close with Michigan State in December. Here's DeLeon, a three. Makes it a three-point game.
Look, you're at Penn State. Now you just have to think, do we believe we can? Whoa!
Oh, nasty work from Mara.
Drop it in.
Cadeau.
Move this ball.
He is right with Tunja. Now he moves it. Juric, step back three. And got net, but nothing else.
So learning how to win is the hardest thing for. Got to communicate here if you're Penn State. Believe. Rotations.
Mara off the mark. Reed, Sky's in for the rebound.
And DeLeon, these last 5.5 minutes, if you're Penn State.
Well, that's a big foul. That is Juric's 4th foul. He's been the man tonight for Penn's down the sideline. It's a play on. Down to 5 to shoot. Tunja got a couple in the air. Reed slides in on Mara, and he blocks it. Rich had done a masterful job of that.
Really did.
Middle of the second half. And the DeLeon stops, fires, and connects.
It's got to be a steady diet of him. So are we in that?
Stewart, 3. Oh, quick one, and Gianni commits the foul on Cadeau. Stewart's 39% on the year, but he has struggled tonight. 1 of 6 or 1 of 7 from out deep. Cadeau, little stop and start, and knocks it down.
Get it to 5.
And it's Reed, one-on-one on Gale, and a wild shot goes down.
He was trying to draw the foul there.
A couple times. Here's Cheddar. 3 is off the side of the backboard. Offensive rebound. Gale with a putback.
Had the guy that you probably wanted shooting that. Not that he...
Shooter.
Yep. Want him to go get a bucket, even if he has to search for it.
Reed has been looking for his into a crowd, and he got that foul that he was looking for last time. No, Reed keeps another one alive. Juric cross court. Tunja 3. He rolls it home. Penn State's top scorer. Eli Rice to the rack. And he's fouled. And Johnson is called for his 5th. It goes to work on Lendebourg. Step back for the lead. It's short. Mara has the rebound. He is fouled.
Great play. Just such a smart play you missed
tonight. This is a double bonus. 2 shots no matter what. And he missed it.
Just flat. That's all.
Out. Both teams in the double bonus. Mara splashes it down. Down to the final trip. Lendebourg right with DeLeon. Down to 2. He's got to go. Down to 1. This is for the win. And it's off. In maize and blue.
I think he lost track of the clock, Connor. I don't think he realized how fast it was going. Great job closer to half court, but I think he looked up and was surprised that the clock was down to 1 second. Oh.